right, everybody, we are working through this week. It is still warm. It's going to be warm for a while. We can do this. We got this. If we continue with the cool headlines, we can do this and survive this heat wave. All right, here we go. Stanislaus County Fair takes to the sky. What you need to know about this year's expo. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be really hot out there at the Stanislaus County Fair. It's gonna be really, really hot. Look out. Drink water. Go and enjoy. Go in the morning. Go early. Stay out of the sun. Stay in the pavilions or whatnot. And stay hydrated. If you want to go, enjoy, but be safe about it. All right, next up. Once a Rat Pack favorite, this restaurant between San Francisco and Tahoe is unmissable. Actually, it's very missable because it's not on the main highway. You won't see it. If you go to Tahoe via Highway 80 or Highway 50, you got to get on the Highway 49. You got to get off in El Dorado, which is probably the easiest. Get off in El Dorado. If you're going up 50, get off in El Dorado. Take a left on 49. Go on up. Now you can't miss it. But you still might. It's a very small town, very small restaurant. It does not look like it would be quite the place that it is, but it's really, really good. They have great food. They have a great bar. Cute place, indoor, outdoor dining. Really, really good food. Great menu. Lots of variety. Just really top-notch service. Some of the best service I've seen. I swear the person that served us, the server we had, I think that she was like I think she did plays or something like that. She memorized the dang menu just about and almost did it was almost like a performance when she was talking about everything. It was great. So if you had questions, really good answers. They really knew what the food was about. It was a really good experience. If you don't know who the Rat Pack is, it's not the Brat Pack from the 80s. This is the Rat Pack from the 50s. Dean Martin and all those guys. So next up, James Webb Telescope observes mysterious structure above Jupiter's Great Red Spot. Now, I talked about this before, and I thought, well, it's just a smudge on the lens of the telescope, but this says it's an object. Yeah. That's hopefully not the object hopefully that's not. I'm sure it's not. Next up, we have Austin's movie review. Austin does a great job with these, so let's see what he's got right here. If you want more Austin movie reviews and other things he's done, you can check out his YouTube channel. But here's Austin telling us what great movies are out there and a little bit about them.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Austin, back again, faster than you can say Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And now, with my traditional hat of the day, because, I don't know, it's my thing. I should have been doing this longer. You get the idea. Anyway, today, for its 40th anniversary, I'm going to be covering Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That's right. 40 years ago, Indiana Jones went on an adventure. What was the adventure for? Well, he, alongside a lounge singer named Willie and his partner Short Round, they ended up in India and basically were forced to try to get a bunch of stones back from a cult that are essentially trying to use it for world domination. Yeah, some pretty dark stuff there. This includes a scene of a heart getting ripped out and other scenes that are pretty, they definitely push the limits of the PG rating, and between that film and Gremlins were the reasons why the PG-13 rating was implemented later that year. But Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is a fantastic movie. From Harrison Ford's awesome, as always, performance as the character himself, to John Williams' ever so excellent score, the production design, the cinematography, the action. Everything about Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is just a blast through and through. It has its own flair compared to, obviously, Raiders of the Lost Ark, as well as the Indiana Jones that would come before it. And it really shows that there was a lot of production, a lot of effort put into this movie, and it really does pay off. Like, every scene in this movie just pops like that. And really, after 40 years, it still looks fantastic. It's still a fun movie to watch. And overall, it's just something for pretty much everyone to check out. So, yeah, go check it out.
Very good. Go check that out. You can write it down. Good one for the weekend. I'll give you a movie tomorrow, and you can just check all those out all weekend long. Because it's going to be hot. So going to the movie theaters, good idea. In fact, you can check out tomorrow's podcast of Got Plans Modesto. You can listen to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. You can listen to Austin and myself talk about things going on in the Modesto area that some of them will be pretty cool, and sometimes they are theater related. State theater down the road, you know, different things like that. So check that podcast out tomorrow. Today you can check out the other podcast, which is the Firewood Frog Cafe podcast. Next up we have Calamity Cooking. They're doing a great job in there. They're making the beautiful cookies that just, yeah, I got to limit myself on. But I did get I finally got back there. I think it was last week or the week before. It got back there. It was the week before. Got back there and had the spaghetti, the taco spaghetti. That was amazing. That really turned out well. I wasn't sure how the taco stuff was going to work with the pasta, but man, it was good. A little bit of kick to it. No, that was just top notch for the Calamity Cooking crew. So let's see what they got for us today.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Calamity Cooking with Veronica. Today we are going to make taco spaghetti. I was going to say it, taco spaghetti, and not spaghetti tacos. Please don't get that confused. And I have my assistants here, Anthony, Hannah, Brandon, Isaiah. Get back there with me, Chris. And Chris in the back. And Chris in the back. And so we are prepping everything. We got onions chopping, we got cilantro chopping, and we're going to get the cheese shredded. That is. And Hannah, you can start with the meat, okay?
Okay, and the pasta's already cooking as well.
And the pasta's already cooking as well.
Okay, Hannah's gonna fry up some of this here taco meat.
This should never happen. We need new pots. If your pot does this, stop using it. Just, it's not safe, especially if it has liquids and wobbles like that.
All right, getting all the elements ready for our taco pasta. Okay, check it out. We're getting the boats ready. Here we go. Mixing it all up together. looks very appetizing.
Good.
Chris likes it. Oh my God. Of course, because it's not Italian.
Oh, hey, look, it was that. Yeah, no, really, really good stuff. They did an awesome job on it. So very good crew of the Calamity Cooking there. Nice job. Next up, Gabrielle's going to talk about food again because that's what she does. She's talking about food for the Olympics or different countries that are in the Olympics and the food, some of the foods that they eat. Let's check it out.
No. What? I don't think so. Oh no! We eat what?
Good morning, everybody. I managed to make it back again. Woo for me. Okay, so what did we do Tuesday? We did number 3. Today we're doing number 4. Who has the most accumulative medals for the Summer Olympics? And my handy dandy list here. It is number 4 is the People's Republic of China. Look at that. They have as many gold medals as Germany, 384. But they only have 281 silver and 235 bronze, which only gives them only 900 total. So that's still like 12. That's 211 less than Germany and like 2,000 less than us. But, so you think China. What first comes to mind? China. What do you think is their national thing that they eat the most of? They eat all the time. They eat with everything. What is it? It's rice, of course. They eat rice for breakfast. They eat rice for lunch. They eat rice for dinner. I don't know even if they eat it for dessert. Yes, they do eat it in desserts because it gets smashed up, and gets made into pastes and all kinds of things. I don't know if they eat rice pudding. I know that's tradition in other places. I love a good rice pudding, but it's rice. I mean, rice. And I'm not talking fried rice. I'm just talking plain old white rice. If you really think about it, how many dishes have rice in them? Huh? A lot. Even your sushi, which is not Chinese. Everything's got rice. Rice bowls, rice with beef over it, rice with chicken over it, rice with a little sugar and milk. Not too shabby either for dessert. So anyway, when people get up, they eat rice. They eat lots of rice. Now, when we think about what they eat there, what do you think besides the rice? Well, they say their other thing is what people really think is that they eat, which they do. It's just a different version of what we eat here of it. Is chow mein. The noodle, the chow meins and the noodles, you know, and the veggies and the meats and different things. But theirs is a little bit different there. It's not all fried and they use their chow mein different, I just have to say. And don't get me wrong, they might have it in that text too, as well as we have it, you know, where they're boiled and they're fried and then you have all the stuff mashed around in it. Or you go some places and then you just have those noodles and then it sits on top of it. It's all different, but that is what other people think when you go there. And that is a big thing that they do have there is chow mein as well. It's just not quite the chow mein we have here. I think I need to go there to have some of their chow mein because I'm sure as anything you eat and you love that you have here, how different it is where its roots and origins are from. So that is our number 4. Stay tuned to next week when you find out who number 5 is and perhaps how and what we think they eat. Have a great weekend.
We eat what?
Very good. We do have some cool Olympic activities coming up because the Olympics are in T-minus a couple weeks now. That will be cool, but we got lots of fun stuff we're gonna do ahead of that. So hang on. Hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler by then. We'll see, but yeah. So here's our question of the day. Thinking caps on.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened here at program that you can laugh about now?
Something happened where I brought someone a drink and they denied it, and then they gave it to someone else, and then I was like, oh, okay. Oh, and that person got sick. They got sick.
I bet everyone remembers this except for the people that just joined, but if you've been here for a while, I bet you guys all remember the day I blew up on Joe when he made that announcement telling us we can't leave the property in the mornings. And I got mad because I thought Joe was calling me out because I went to Sam and Dave's Market that day to get a Pop-Tart, but it turns out Joe wasn't calling me out. So I guess I got mad and blew up for nothing. But I did apologize to Joe. Sorry, Joe.
Most embarrassing that happened at program that you can laugh about now. Let's see. I've got quite a few. A lot that I do laugh at. I don't know. I guess it might be the doing the Insta Live Insta Trivia. Yeah, just the character that used to come out and do that. That's probably one of those. I laugh about it now, but that's always kind of tough. So anyway, next up we have the ASL phrase of the day.
ASL word of the day is so you drive in a car, so you just two wheel first, like this, and then my dream car is a BMW.
Home. Now I get it. Home, kitchen, living room, bathroom. Of course, it's a home. So I wonder what tomorrow's will be to tie that all together. My maybe? My home? We'll see. All right, next up. Did you know this?
Did you know sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins? Yeah, even though they are slow animals. But I heard they are fast swimmers though. Yep. Yep. It's weird, but it's true.
That would be terrible, other than it was probably at a time where people did get up that early pretty regularly. But yeah, only rang at 4 a.m. Weird. Why didn't, when they make it ring at 5 a.m.? They just made it that way. It wasn't that like 4 was the only thing. They made it to only ring at 4. That's the reason. That's what we're missing there. They made it to ring at 4. 4 o'clock was the time that they wanted to get up. They did, because if you think about when that would have been made, it would have been made a long time ago. There wasn't a lot of clocks necessarily, and most people got up before the sun came up. A lot of reasons for that. The animals were still sleeping. You could get some things done before the animals you had to tend to started stirring and moving and whatnot. You got the day kicked off really early. Really did. Farmers, a lot of farmers got up, still do get up before the sun comes up. It was a lot of times really hot, so you can get out before the heat. So 4 o'clock was probably intended for when it to ring. Not that was the only time on the clock that they could figure out to make it work. That wasn't it. I'm sure. I'm almost positive, 99.99% positive. All right, guys, that is it for Thursday. Hopefully, we're seeing the tail end of the heat here soon. Not necessarily, still going to be a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Have a great Thursday, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday, on the morning routine.